What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and first and foremost, I want to say that hopefully you guys had a grand old time during the holidays. If you did Christmas, well, Merry Christmas. If not, Happy Holidays. And if you just chilled out and didn't really have anything going on, that's also good. And we even had a little treat for us from the Warhammer community, guys. So over these past few days, they revealed that there is a bunch of stuff coming for us, both in Lord of the Rings, Age of Sigmar, and Warhammer 40K, which is great. We're going to start with Age of Sigmar, since that is now relevant to One Mind Syndicate, since we have recently started playing AOS, and we're loving it. If you want Age of Sigmar content, stay subscribed, because in 2020, once we get a few more games under our belts, we might dive into the lore, and we might also put out some epic Warhammer 40K battle reports for Age of Sigmar, because currently that's a little bit more fun than 40K is for us. But who knows, that might change, especially with all the stuff coming out for Psychic Awakening. But anyway, with the Age of Sigmar stuff, they revealed that there's a new box set coming out that pits the Arkonauts against the Arkonauts. Very similar names, but completely different armies. So the first one that you see here is the Arkonauts, and they're kind of like the steampunk dwarves, and the character you see here is really badass. If you like DACA, this guy is for you. So you see he's got like some steam-powered anti-grav device, and he's just got guns upon guns upon guns coming out of it, looking really badass. I, for one, really love this model. It just screams awesomeness. But I'm probably not going to play these guys. I am thinking about starting a second army for Age of Sigmar, but I'm not sure which one. I play Night Haunts, and I don't know, we'll see what else I go with. But anyway, for the Tzeentch guys, there's this like Sorcerer of Tzeentch on a disc, which the pose looks pretty freaking awesome. The guy, not so much, but hey, it's easily available to convert, especially if you just want to switch out the guy for an entirely different model. So that's pretty cool. And I do enjoy that this little Warhammer community article thing is focusing on Tzeentch a little bit more so than other armies, which I'm all about it. More things Tzeentch, the better, because I love Tzeentch. Anything that has to do with Tzeentch, the Thousand Suns, I really want to kind of pick apart and see what they have coming. And with this box set, like I said, it's easily available to convert. If you want to change out the chicken legs for this guy, or like I said, switch out the model for something else on a disc of Tzeentch, it's perfect. Transitioning over to the 40K stuff, we have some interesting machinations for the Thousand Suns. So upon the planet of sorcerers, Magnus the Red, the demon Primarch of the Thousand Suns, has enacted a mysterious ritual. Fortunately for the Imperium, the Space Marines have gotten wind of this, and the Grey Knights have teamed up with the Dark Angels to combat the Sorcerer King and take down this ruinous ritual of his. Leading the Dark Angel Space Marine force is none other than a member of the inner circle of the Dark Angels, a newly primarisized, if that's how you pronounce it, Master Lazarus, who was a former sergeant, but now he's the captain of the 5th Company. So we get yet another Primaris for the Space Marines. This model looks pretty cool. It's simple. He's just got a power sword and his Dark Angel helmet on him. He looks really badass. Like I said, very simple, very sleek, but still this model looks pretty good. I'm not too concerned about this because I'm more interested in what is coming via Psychic Awakening for the Grey Knights and especially the Thousand Suns. And it sucks because they don't really go too in-depth with what exactly is coming out, but they do say that the Thousand Suns are going to have their sorcerers able to dedicate themselves to one of the 9 cults of the Legion, meaning there's going to be a ton of new, hopefully, psychic powers for the Thousand Suns. I know back in 7th edition there were many psychic disciplines, such as fulmination, which was using electricity, geomancy, which was controlling the earth, technomancy, which is using like machines and stuff, all with psychic powers, which is really great. And I've been waiting since the inception of 8th edition for them to bring this back, because it is so flavorful and it just allows you to customize your Space Marines so much more. So I'm really looking forward to see what exactly the Thousand Suns can do. So let's dive in to see what exactly the 9 cults of the Thousand Suns are. You have the Athenian cult, which is all about using telepathy, being able to transmit your thoughts, read the minds of others, and overall, these were the officers that give communications and orders throughout the entirety of the Thousand Suns. Then you have the Corvidae cult, which is all about precognition, determining the likely probabilities of future events. They were the Legion Seers, warning the Battle Brothers of dangers before it happened. And then you have the Pavoni cult, which is one of the more well-known cults throughout the Thousand Suns. These were all about using body chemistry and physiology to be bolstered to a superhuman level, more so than already. So they could change themselves by changing their facial features, making them immune to harmful effects of dehydration and other such biological type of abilities. Next up, you have the Pyre cult, because of course, you have to have some type of psychic power where you can conjure up flames. This, like I said, is very lethal, especially since you can send out a searing fireball to blow apart your enemy, burning their skin to mere charcoal. And of course, you have the Raptor cult, which is all about flinging things with your telekinetic powers. You can create barriers, tear apart your opponents from the inside out. This one is pretty badass. Like, if out of anything, I want this one and the Pyre cults to be a thing, because just having these awesome abilities to tear apart your enemies sound really cool. Now, these cults were all very prevalent during the 30K era, so such as Forged World, so I'm not too sure if they're going to translate into the 40K millennium. There are some cults that stuck around after the heresy, such as the cult of change, duplicity, knowledge, magic, manipulation, mutation, prophecy, scheming, and time. Chances are it'll probably be these guys, so we'll see what exactly they give us, and hopefully it's not just like one psychic power for each of these cults. Hopefully they dive more into it and give us some variety and awesomeness with this, but we'll have to wait and see. But not too long, because this is literally right around the corner. With that being said, I'm also looking forward to what they decide to give the Grey Knights. I played Grey Knights for a long time. They just aren't good, because in this edition especially, it's more about numbers than how strong a single model is. So you're going to get overwhelmed with just the sheer amount of shots coming your way, and the Grey Knights, they can't stand up to that. But they said that with the Psychic Awakening, the Grey Knights are going to be getting a new ability called the Masters of the Warp. Basically, it rewards you for taking a dedicated army of Grey Knights, channeling a specific aspect of the Warp. And if you are very specific in that aspect, you're going to get army-wide bonuses. What exactly these could be, I'm not too sure, but I would just have to wait and see in just a few days. That's pretty much everything I wanted to cover with you guys. If you're excited about this, let me know what exactly you're looking forward to the most. Is it the Dark Angel stuff? Is it the new psychic powers that hopefully will be coming? Or is Psychic Awakening just not doing it for you? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want more details, I've got the link to this article in the description so you guys can check it out more in depth. And yeah, that's all I got for today. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.